Okay, this is the continued part. So I just got booted off my live stream. It just happens sometimes, you know. It's an IT thing, so whatever. But let's go ahead and continue. So what I was starting to say was, oh yeah, if you're making stuff like this and you want to be able to create hangers, one of my favorite places to find it is just to go to Wally World, and they have what's called sawtooth hangers, and you get a bunch in a pack. But they also give you the nails, and they give you the little like tooth thing. It literally looks like a, yeah, it has like the zigzaggy thing on it, right? Juliana, how are you? Everybody say hello to Juliana. She's my niece on here from Nova Scotia, and I love it when she joins us. In the end, I am back. I got booted off, but you can't keep a good girl down, so I came back. All right, let's go ahead and get this done. What do you think, right? Oh, Hannah says Amazon has great prices for sawtooth hangers. Nice. I've never shopped on there. I've gone to Walmart. Usually for stuff like that, I'll just go out and look at and eyeball it up, right? But good to know for anybody who's watching. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we are going to put a lovely glossy finish on here. Oh my gosh. All right, I just love that already. Can you see that? Like it makes it pop. So sweet. You never want to put too much on your brush. These are my favorite brushes. They're linked on my website at junkmonkeypaint.com. So very light coat all over. All right. Now I was saying tonight that when you put a glossy, or when you put your poly on to the top of it, what you don't want to do is, because poly is not a paint, right? What it's going to do, and our polys are made, they're a poly acrylic, okay? If you heard of acrylic nails, it sets up and it hardens. Just like when you paint your nails, if it starts to, if you get your nails done and you touch it too much while it's starting to set up, it goes weird and wonky, right? You don't like it. Matt, are you out there? Okay, did anybody just hear? I think that was like a bag in the kitchen that just decided to slide over, like my garbage bag. I swear not. All right, it's after midnight, and we're hanging out together, and weird stuff is happening. Did you just?
Are you unfrozen?
Yeah. Oh, well, I went live again. Did you just hear that?
What?
I don't know, man.
I think up and down steps.
Did you just cause the garbage to fall over in the kitchen? It's so weird.
No.
What?
They were full caused it to fall over.
All right, and it just randomly fell over. Nice. All right, so you never want to put too much on. You want to go long strokes, brush it a couple times to get it in place, get your edges, get your pieces that want to run away, and then move on to the next section, okay? Because it's when you keep messing with it, you touch it, you touch it, you touch it, and then before you know it, it's just, you messed it up, all right? And then you know what? Then you're like, I hate my project. And then you gotta like, can you redo my nail, please, all right? Yeah, it's the truth. It's what it is. I also like to say it is like when you put hairspray on your hair. And if you put hairspray on your hair and you keep touching it, then what happens? Because hairspray is like a sealer, right? It sets much like the poly. So I've had, oh man, I used to hate the times when I was younger and I would do my hair and I would tease my bangs and I put my Aqua Net on and I touched it too much and it turned white. Like literally, I ruined it, right? I ruined it. Reminds me, Matt always says the part on SpongeBob where he says, yeah, soiled it. Yeah, soiled it. Yeah, pretty much. So I'm going to let this set up, get my drippy drips, light coat. If your poly is not drying clear, all right, then it is because you didn't stir it so that it could work properly and it could clear up. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing, you're using a brush that's not nice, soft, and flowy, allowing you to be able to lay it down so it gets a nice coverage. Don't do too much, go light. And it's better to build up your poly in light coats than to just whack it all on and it just drips. If you're getting a lot of drips when you're putting poly on, it's because you have got too much going on, all right? You need to just hold yourself back a little bit and just do it together. Do it again. What do you use to clean your poly brushes? I use, do you know the soaps that they're currently sold out right now, but they're called the Lye soaps. They're great for cleaning your brushes. So what I do is the soap and a little bit of warm water. So I have a sink here next to me in this little space that I paint in, and I'll just, every night I wash my brushes. All right, let's get the edge, and it'll come right off. Our paint cleans up really easy, but yeah, make sure you're doing the brush, not too much. Oh, love this sheen. All right, and if you see anything that it catches on, like just any sort of texture that you have or something like that. I did this with the palette knife, so it's you know, it's lots of texture and stuff. So it's gonna dry right now, but do you see how nice that looks? All right, my phone just told me I have 20% battery, but I can get it done. If you go Indiana, okay, so Indiana, I know you're a retailer, so when you log in, actually, yeah, you'll still find it under the section that says tools and glaze and sealers. So click that section. And for you as a retailer, you're gonna want to look for the icon that says retailer primer, retailer glossy, glossy finish. But for everybody else who's watching, you're gonna wanna make sure you go to the regular one, which shows the labels. It's the first thing that pops up for you guys. It's this one right here. All right. So Indiana, look for the white icons. Everybody else look for the colored labels. But yeah, pretty cool, right? Love it. All right, let's let that set up. Boy, she's a beauty. Oh, I love it. And then these two right here, I thought I would go ahead and put a little bit of seal on here. These, I love these, just for like in my background. Out in my garage is where I love to paint. I have the most space to paint. I tend to do a lot of projects here in my little art room here. And then the big stuff I'll do in the garage. So I'm watching The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I think there's like 5 seasons to it. The other thing I have to tell you as well is when you're putting your poly on, do it as straight as possible, okay? So when you pull it down, can you see how I got complete coverage all the way over here? Like, you know, you see the texture of the stencil that we did, but you can see it's all the way covered. If you are not using a nice brush like this here and lay it down, not like this, horizontal, nice long strokes, just like that. If that was the side of a buffet or anything like that, then, you know, if I don't use it properly, I'm going to get some really weird, you're going to be able to see the parts that you missed. Somebody messaged me the other day and they said, why does my finish look like this? What's wrong? And I'm like, I think you just, you know, what brush did you use? It looks like you didn't cover everything. Because when you seal, your project takes on a beautiful professional finish. And if you have it sparsely sealed, you're going to see just a variation in how it looks at the very end. You're going to see that you missed spots. All right, so let's let this coat dry. And then all I would do is let it dry. Don't touch it. Be patient. Walk away and come back and do another coat, right? It is really addicting. I am loving that show. I love that show. It's just, I don't know, it's mindless. It's something fun to watch. It's got a little mystery into it. And I love, tell me if you're the same, I love finding stuff to watch that has a lot of seasons. Like I like to find something, it's a terrible feeling when you finish up on like a series that you've been watching and then you're just like, now what do I do with my life? Like it's good. I enjoy being into series that keep me in it for a long time. All right. So now you've seen me brush over this a few times, but once I've done that and I've gotten all my runaways, I move away from that section, okay? It's the best way to do it. I'm going light. And I'm holding this up so you guys can see it. So obviously you can lay it flat, right? Oh, Supernatural got 15 seasons, Lolly. I'm going to have to look this up. I haven't seen that one. That sounds good. Oh yeah, I'll have to definitely look that up. All right, now I'm going to turn my brush on the edge so I can cut in my sides. Make sure they're all covered. They're rough wood. So I just want to make sure I get everything. That's the beauty about this brush, right? I'll turn it on the side to get these little edges, or you can use it long ways. Cheryl, I loved Grey's Anatomy. I love Grey's Anatomy. Go figure why we called her paint color Grey's Anatomy, right? Oh my gosh. Yes. You know, I still have, this is back from when we had, oh, you did, Rashonda. Okay, now you guys are all watching it. Now I got to go watch it too. Supernatural. So we're all going to have to go watch that now. So we all know what we're talking about, all right? What was I saying? Oh yeah, when I used to watch Grey's Anatomy when they first started, I don't even know what year it was. All I know, it was so old that we still had a DVD player, and I bought the first 2 seasons of Grey's Anatomy. I think Matt got them for me, maybe. Yeah, Matt got them for like an occasion. It's so funny. Now I look at them, I'm like, I haven't put a DVD in a player for so long. Oh, Robbie says Outlander is wonderful. I have heard that's really, really good. So I'm going to have to watch that. I like that. I just like a good story, right? Cheryl says, I need to order that paint. There you go. You like this color, you mean? I might have missed your earlier comment. All right, so there we go. So pretty. Do you see the shine that's on that? Ooh, yeah. So pretty. Very, very nice. That's our second one right here. There's a tutorial on me making these, but I'm putting a cool little shine onto them. And then my piece back here is setting up drying. I'll probably put another coat over this one as well, just because I love the, it's still drying right now, but I want to protect it, right? So do 2 nice light coats. Awesome. Boom, bada bang. We did it. We did it. So now I'm going to go ahead, chillax a little bit, wash my brush, drink some more water. Oh, I want to see that Jane, Anne with an E. Oh, I watched a lot of Anna Green Gables growing up. I would beg my mother to be like, let me just stay up a little bit later. And she'd say, you got school in the morning. Oh, I could watch it over and over again. All right, just making sure my lids are on tight. Way to go. Way to go. All right. There we go. Perfect. I do not want my poly to dry up. Oh, you'll love it? Okay, well, thank you for that. I'm definitely going to put the Supernatural next. You guys have got me. You've piqued my interest with that. I watched all those. Danny watched all those. I loved Grace and Frankie. That was so good. Oh, the Grey's Anatomy for my stool with a fur top. Yes, that would be classy to match up a little bit of a furry top with some Grey's Anatomy. That's totally classy. That would be beautiful. You'll have to post a picture of that when you get it done. That'd be fun to see. All right, friends, I think that turned out fabulous. Thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit for the after show. Oh, yes, Hannah, probably in about, I would imagine, not this week, but maybe the following week, we'll see them come back in stock again. So thank you for loving on the new milk paint colors. Milk paint's a lot of fun. Sometimes you can think that, oh, it's in a bag, it's not pre-mixed, like what is this? But as you know, because you've been painting some beautiful pieces with it, that it's really fun, right? It's completely different than our other line of paint, and you experiment with it, and it's fun. It just, I don't know, it just, when it does its thing and it chips and does all that fun stuff, right? Terry says, did I miss the wood pieces you were going to do? We just actually finished up a couple pieces here together. And so, yeah, I'm done with my projects for the night here. If you miss me on Facebook, head over there as well. We announced the 2 new products. And yeah, so I can't wait to see all your shiny, glossy finishes that you guys are going to be doing. I think it'll just take your pieces over the top. So sweet. All right, friends, I will see you guys here again soon. Take care. And the offer with the 2 new products will stand for 48 hours. If you want to grab one to save $10 off the set. You're so welcome, Jane. Thanks for hanging out. Yep, it was fun hanging out for a little bit. And just to get these done. And when you seal, you're further protecting your work. And these are a couple things that I definitely I've kept for myself, right? Terry, you ordered a glaze. Oh, get ready to have some fun. Glazing is fun. Like this one back here was glazed right here. And it just changes it up, right? So if you've been painting in solid colors, when you start to play with the glaze, it just, now you have a different option, right? It takes you to a whole other world. And it's fun if you're working with customers. We have people who paint and, you know, do commissions for customers or paint for themselves. But it's fun to do your samples, and it's just another offering that you can do. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes I paint stuff and I'll go back later and go, I'm ready to change it up. I think I'm gonna glaze it now just for something different, you know? So then you feel like you spaced it apart and you're ready to go back and glaze it and do something else with it. I just heard something else shift in the kitchen. What is going on? So many choices. Oh, I just messaged you, Tanya. Yes, Vicky Faye, how are ya? Love the glaze look. Yeah, it is good. I like the glaze look too, especially if you love, a lot of you guys like me, like love the shabby and just the time-worn look. I still have these wood rounds sitting here that I want to probably glaze. Yeah, maybe that will be tomorrow's project. We got so busy with the new stuff that I didn't get a chance to get to this stuff, but that'll be probably the next project I want to do, get them done. I think I'm going to stain them, and then, yeah, they are, Hannah. Like, what's up with that, right? Seriously. So I think I'm going to stain these and stencil them. I've got an idea in my mind, and I think I've got the perfect stencil to put in the top of it. So stay tuned. We'll do those. All right, friends, have a good night. Get into something good, and I'm going to go get some snacks. I'm going to go hang out with the ghost in the kitchen and like find some snacks. I will see you guys again soon, though. Take care and do something that fills your happy bucket, and just go bananas and do it. All right? See ya.